Hello students, today we are going to study very interesting topic, ratio and proportion. So before we study about the proportion, we must learn about the ratio. Do you know what is the meaning of ratio? Ratio means, remember, ratio means comparison. Ratio means comparison between two quantities. Ratio is the comparison between two quantities of same type on the basis of what? Ratio is the comparison between two quantities of same type on the basis of smaller, larger. Means one must be smaller, other must be larger, or heavier, lighter. For example, so smaller, larger means what? If your brother, age of your brother is, if age of your brother is 10 years and your age is 5 years. So how to compare it? Clearly, your brother is, the age of your brother is double your age and your age is half your brother's age. So these are the comparisons. Means the ratio of age of your brother to your age is 10:5. We write the ratio of your brother's age is 2. It is denoted by, ratio is denoted by this symbol called, it is read as is 2. Okay. The ratio of your brother's age is to your age equals to 10:5. That is 10:5 means this is the ratio. To simplify it, we use the simple concept of fractions, writing, assuming it. Though there is no need to write it 10/5, we can directly cancel it. 5 2s are 10. So the ratio is 2:1. It is not required to show this. Okay. So the ratio of your brother's age is to your age is 2:1. Or we can say your brother's age is twice your age. Or also we can say if opposite is done, means the ratio of your age is to your brother's age. 5:10. We read it as 5:10. 5 ones are 5, 5 2 are 10. This time it is 1/2. We can say it 1/2 means half. So your age is half your brother's age. This is the concept of ratio. Ratio and proportion we are studying. So comparison between two quantities of same type on the basis of smaller, larger, as we have considered age. Heavier, lighter, if we consider weight. More, less, currency, or some property or other. etc. is ratio. Means comparison means ratio. Okay. So whenever we are asked to compare two quantities of the same type, so we will compare them on the basis of their ratio, and which uses the concept of fraction also, means division also. And we read this A is to B, A is to B. Read it as A is to B. And it means it is equal to the number of times A is greater than B. Is A by B. We call it, as it is the comparison now. So we say A is to B means number of times A is more than B. A is to B means. And if we write B is to A, we read it as B is to A, and means number of times B is more than A. This more can be heavier. This more can be less, smaller, lighter, etc. depending on the values of A and B. Okay. If A is less than B, then opposite happens. This is true only when A is greater than B. Then this term of A greater than B is true. And this is true when A is less than B. Then B will be more than A. So it depends on the values of the quantities A and B. Okay. So how to use these ratios in practical life? So before studying about their use of practical life, first we will discuss about the operations on ratio. So how to use them? Operations on ratio. Operations on ratio. For example, if 2:3 is given and it is equal to A is to B. So what is the meaning of A is to B equals to 2:3? It means A by B equals to 2/3. Always remember this. And one more thing. If sometimes x is to 5 is given as 5 is to 36. Now what happens? Now we use a simple property. You can write this property in your notebook. Product of extremes equals to product of means. Means these two are means and these two are extremes. Clearly, 36x equals to 5 into 5. It means x equals to 25 by 36. So this is an important operation on the ratio. Product of extremes equals to product of means if we compare any two ratios. And similarly, we will discuss other properties also in questions related to ratios. Some questions are given in this assignment. As an example, if A is to B equals to 5 is to 3. So how to find 5A minus 7B over 5A plus 7B using this ratio? If A is to B equals to 5 is to 3, find 5A minus 7B is to 5A plus 7B. If you learn how to calculate this 5A minus 7B or 5A plus 7B, using this A is to B equals to 5 is to 3, you can solve many questions related to ratio. So how to solve it? As I have told you, the meaning of this A is to B equals to 5 is to 3. We can consider it to be A by B equals to 5 by 3. So how to use it? Now write the given expression 5a minus 7b. Therefore, we write 5a minus 7b over 5a plus 7b equals to how to bring b, a by b, as it is 5a minus 7b or 5a plus 7b. So if we want to use the value of a by b, which is 5 by 3 in this, we divide numerator and denominator both by b. We write dividing n for numerator and d for denominator both by b. We get 5a minus 7b over b, and in denominator also 5a plus 7b over b equals to, now 5a by b, we can write 5a by b minus 7b by b over 5a by b plus 7b by b equals to 5 into a by b. So we can use value of a by b as 5 by 3 in this, minus 7 over 5 into a by b plus 7 again. So it is equal to then 5 into 5 by 3 minus 7 over 5 into 5 by 3 plus 7. Clearly 25 by 3 minus 7 over 25 by 3 plus 7 equals to, LCM is 3 in the numerator. So 25 minus 21 by 3 over, LCM is again 3, 25 plus 7 3 are 21. So it is 4 by 3 over 46 by 3. 25 plus 21, 46 by 3, which is equal to 4 by 3 into denominator gets reciprocal, and these 3 will be cancelled out. So the final answer is 4 by 46. Both of them are divisible by 2. 2 to the 4, 23 to the 46. So the final answer is 2 by 23. Hope you all must have understood this. If a by b equals to 5 by 3 and we have to find 5a minus b over 5a plus 7b, first we write the thing which is given, a is to b equals to 5 is to 3, and it means a by b equals 5 by 3. Now how to use it to find the expression which we have to find? First we write the expression. Therefore 5a minus 7b over 5a plus 7b equals to, divide numerator and denominator both by b. Why? To bring a by b. B is in the denominator. So when we divide it, it is 5a by b minus 7b by b over 5a by b plus 7 by b. Clearly a by b minus bb cancelled out. There bb cancelled out, bb cancelled out. 7 over 5a by b plus 7. And value of a by b, then we substitute 5 by 3. And then this is the simple method to solve 25 by 3 minus 7 over 25 by 3 plus 7 equals to 25. LCM is 3. 25 minus 7 3 are 21 over LCM of denominator is also 3. 25 plus 7 3 are 21. So it is 4 by 3 over 46 by 3. So 4 by 3 into 3 by 46. 3 3 cancelled out, 4 by 46, which is 2 by 23. So hope you all must have understood. If any doubt, then you can ask in comment box. Or using the same method, you can solve question number B, I think. Now we are going to discuss question number C after this. So how to discuss this question number C? Using the ratio, using the properties of ratio and proportion. It is y minus x upon y equals to 3 by 8, and we have to find x is to y. For this, if we use cross multiplication method, 8 into y minus x equals to 3y. In cross multiplication, we know that we multiply this term to this side and this term to this side. Now, if we find the product 8y minus 8x equals to 3y, transfer all the terms having x to the same side and all the terms having y to the same side. So there are two terms having y and only one term having x. So write this term with x in the same side and 3y minus this 8y is also transferred to the next side. It implies minus 8x equals to 3 minus 8 minus 5y. Minus will be cancelled out from both sides. 8x equals to 5y. And we have to find x is to y, for which first we find x by y. So x by y equals to 5 is to 8. 5 by 8. It means x is to y equals to 5 is to 8. So this is how we can find the ratio by using the concept of fractions and the division. X is to y equals to 5 is to 8 will be the answer of this question. Similarly, you can solve question D also. Though in this we have to find 2n square over 3n square plus mn. So what to do for these types of question? First we will do the cross multiplication. Means 3 into m plus n equals to 2 into m plus 3n. It implies 3m plus 3n equals to 2m plus 6n. Transfer the terms with m to the same side. 3m minus 2m equals to 3n minus 6n. It implies 3m minus 2mm and 3n minus 6n. It is minus 3n. Means this ratio is negative clearly. M plus n over m plus 3n equals to 2 is to 3. So first of all, we cross multiply 3 into m plus n equals to 2 into m plus 3n. So it implies 3m plus 3n equals to 2m plus 6n. So 3m minus 2m equals to, this is 6n minus 3n. So whenever it is negative, you have to check once. Okay. So we write 6n, 3n is transferred to this side, minus 3n. So it is plus 3n only. If the ratio is negative, which is not possible, that's why we must check it. Okay. So m equals to 3n. Now we have to find the value of two n square over 3m square plus mn. For this, we require the value of m is to n. As it is already given that m equals to 3n. Though you can directly also use it. If you substitute m equals to 3n, 2 into value of m is 3n whole square over 3 into 3n whole square plus value of m is 3n into n equals to 2 into 3 3 is 9n square over 3 into 9n square plus 3n square. So it is 2 9s are 18n square over 3 9s are 27n square plus 3n square, which is again equals to 18n square over 30n square. N square cancelled out, 18 by 30. And if we simplify it, 6 3s are 13, 6 5s are 30. So the answer is 3 is to 5. But in concept of ratio, we have to use the concept of ratio only. So there is one more method. We can solve it by this method also, I have told you. But in longer questions, you will be, means it will be very difficult to use this method. That's why we use the concept of ratio, from which we use the ratio of m is to n. Like if m equals to 3 and we have obtained. So I am discussing how to solve it using the concept of ratio. First we transfer n to this side, so it is 3 by 1. It implies m is to n equals to 3 is to 1. Now use this m is to 1 to find this ratio. So read this again. Write this again after reading. It is 2m square over, and if it is 2n square, then also no problem. Actually, in question it is 2n square. I have solved one method using 2n square, no problem. You can solve it by using 2n square also, but actually it is 2n square. So we will solve it using 2n square now, which is 2n square over 3m square plus mn. And in concept of ratio, we divide numerator and denominator both by n square. So it is 3 into m square by n square plus mn upon n square. Clearly, n square will be cancelled out in the numerator. 2 upon 3 into m by n whole square plus 1 of n will be cancelled out and 1 n remains in the denominator. So 2 upon 3 into value of m by n is 3 is to 1 is 3 only, plus m by n is again 3. So it is very easy to use this method also. 9 3 are 27 plus 3 30, that is it is 2 by 30. Now you will say the answers are not matching. This is because in previous we have taken m square in the numerator and this time it is n square. Okay, so there is no chance of matching the answer. Both the questions are discussed, though both the questions discussed are different. Okay, in this way we can solve the other questions of ratio also using the same concept. In this, first we cross multiply to find x's to y, then use this x's to y in this to find the ratio. Okay, so solve the sheet. I think you will be able to solve this sheet. And in next session, we will discuss the other interesting questions also. Hope you all have understood. Otherwise, tell me in comment box. Write this concept of ratio and proportion in your notebook as I have discussed in this video. Okay. So ask your problems. So we will discuss them in next session.